Hey everybody, welcome back to War Boss Fits. Today we're going to go over a little bit of narrative storytelling for the channel system, which we call Lorde. Name subject to change. It's getting awkward to say that over and over again. But I've written some lore for it and decided to make a video. So, like and subscribe, sit back and relax, and get ready to hear the story of Hill 783. Robots are an amazing military unit. They don't sleep, they don't eat, they don't complain about the cold or the heat. They do exactly what you tell them to do. Forever.
Protect this location. Eliminate all contact. Human.
Even in the unfortunate event that their programmer passes on, they will continue their assigned task until their steely frames break down.
Protect this location. Eliminate all contacts. Protect this location. Eliminate all contacts. Protect this location. Eliminate all contacts. Protect this location. Eliminate all contacts.
Sir, we're receiving reports of units taking fire from Hill 783.
783, but that's behind us. Did they see what's shooting at them?
Killbots, sir.
Killbots! But that's preposterous. They're on our side. Call the Cog boys and see what they did now.
He says they don't care, and the batteries will run out in 8 years.
8 years? No, we kill it. Call up the tanks to level it.
Hey, wanna come blow some stuff up for us?
Sure, what is it?
It's a couple of Machine Head's killbots.
Are you insane? Wait, I'm coming over there.
You realize that they build my everything, right? Not a chance I'm gonna do it.
Before you even ask, my air wings won't touch it either.
Well, I'm not going to send the guard up there. It would be a bloodbath.
Sir, we do have some men to send up that hill. The penal legion should be able to take the hill, or at least drain their ammunition. And corpses take less resources to feed.
All right, make the call.
Sir, yes sir, we will take the hill for you, no problem. I will send some heavier guns in behind them to do the damage. Start Operation Meat Shield.
The Mason Penal Legion, unwilling participants of the war, criminals press-ganged into service with the possibility of a shorter sentence being their only reward. The bomb collar secured to their necks did most of the persuasion. The rest was done with the amphetamine drug cocktails forced upon them. When the whistle blew, 100 men charged towards the hill. If they had the capacity to think anymore, none of them would have made that first step. Behind the cover of flesh, 3 light walkers with rapid laser cannons moved up. Knowing the robot's kill sensors would target the closest threat to the walker pilots, the lives of the Penal Legion would be worth less to them than the paint used to cover any damage they might take. Sensing the incoming horde, the robots raised their gun arms in unison. Once the first warm body crossed their range threshold, it sounded like the world exploded. The phosphor cannons tore into the ranks of the humans, the white phosphorus rounds impacting and then burning their victims from the inside. Any other human unit would have fled immediately in terror, but the drugs pumping through these convicts' veins made them immune to any fear. Once the walkers saw the Penal Legion turn to piles of meat, they knew they were cleared to fire. Every shot missing or being absorbed by the robot's combat shielding. Seemingly unfazed by the devastation, the Penal Legion continues its lunatic charge. Drawing within rifle range, some of them realize what it is that they are holding and send some laser rifle fire back at the robots. The robots have no feelings, but if they did, they would be offended at the insignificance of the Penal Legion's attacks. The walkers continue to stalk behind the foot troops and fire their laser cannons. The shields of the robots stand firm against the onslaught. The robots continue to pour fire into the human horde, their cyber eyes unflinching at the horrific toll their phosphor rounds are taking. Fully half of the starting amount of humans are dead, but neither side seems to care. As the range decreased, more and more of the human rifle fire was able to find its mark. Eventually, the shields of the robots were overloaded. Seeing this, the walkers carefully aimed their laser cannons. When they fired, 2 of the robots exploded. That's another thing about robots. If you destroy their friends, they just don't care. Phosphor fire continued to flow down the hill into the penal legion. So many bodies vaporizing that the walker pilots had seeds of panic in their stomachs, that they didn't put enough meat in front of them to keep the murderous robots preoccupied. Now numbering less than 20, the penal legion kept charging forward. Without the weight of fire, their laser rifles had little chance of doing any damage to the combat bots. Concentrated cannon fire brought down another robot. Its internal ammunition hopper ruptured, and it exploded spectacularly. With less operational guns on the field, the robots continued their grim harvest. What was once a company-sized force that arrived was now whittled down to a handful of stim-addicted lunatics. Finally breaching the barricades erected by the machine cult at the beginning of the first battle, the few humans remaining continued to pour small arms fire into the robots. It was completely ineffective. Perhaps if they had any grenades, they could take advantage of their proximity, but they were never issued any. The walkers, on the other hand, did have the right tools for the job. Simultaneous explosions rang out as 2 more robots were consumed with laser weapon fire. The final robot, whose utter indifference would have been infuriating if anyone was left that could read his code, reacted to target notifications on both sides of the hill. Splitting fire as best as its servos were able, the human currency of bodies was nearly spent. Stims wearing off, the last remaining members of the penal legion stumbled up the hill. Whatever fire they were able to put up, completely ignored. All 3 walker pilots set the last remaining robot in their targeting reticles and pulled their triggers. As its power conduit severed, the last remaining robot slumped in its standing position, a macabre mannequin that will forever be frozen in place as its joints fused and its ammo hoppers spilled their contents across the top of Hill 783.
Sir, the penal troops are reporting in. They have taken the hill and suffered 95% casualties.
Don't worry, sir. We have lots more where that came from.
Excellent. A well-thought-out and executed plan. I'm sure there won't be any repercussions from us blowing up the machine cult's robots. They wouldn't overreact at all.
NANI?
Anyway, who wants chow? I heard that Bravo Company brought in some wild groks yesterday. I could go for a bloody steak right now.
That was the story of the Mason Penal Legion taking the Hill 783 that was guarded by rogue Mechanicus killbots. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, for what we have coming up in the future, we have been a little busy around here with the fantasy side of everything. So, we got some fun stuff coming up. Some other things too is because it is the end of November, you can hear my furnace firing off right now. It is about 10 degrees inside the garage, so we're going to have probably more painting videos, more narrative videos, instead of the battle reports in the garage, because I can't get anyone to agree to be out there. I can't even bribe them anymore. They're saying, oh no, it's way too cold. Also, a whole lot of 6mm stuff has been made and painted. You've seen a couple painting videos on that so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a smaller table for here in the basement. So the days where it's negative, way too dang cold outside, we can actually continue playing the game down here in the basement. So that's all I have for today. Remember, if you like these videos, to like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Leave me a comment to let me know what you think about them, or if you have another random idea for a little bit of plot narrative, just random plot points that you could just spout inside the chat, just let me know. We're going to see how this intro and outro does on YouTube, where y'all get to see my beautiful face instead of just my paint-caked up hands. So until next time, make sure you stay warm out there. Have fun while you're rolling dice. See ya.